Good day everyone and welcome to LKNPlays Minecraft. Alright, that was great. I got myself a golden helmet now. And another chest plate. Which I think I can actually start today by showing you off what I've done so far. So let's go. Alright guys, so um, a couple things I wanted to show you guys today. First of all, I made an anvil. Kind of regretting it since I don't have much to do with it right now, but since we did get this really nice golden chest plate from that zombie, and since we had this other one as well, I think we should just repair it, right? Okay. See, finally a good use for my anvil since so far I've basically wasted it on tools. Anyway, so what have we done today? Well, let me show you. First, I pretty much did most of the stuff on the farm. I'm gonna show you guys a bit. First of all, I have to say when I came out that right after doing that video when I was playing off camera, I came and there was a creeper inside. I tried killing it, but in doing so it exploded, ending up killing all but one of my pigs. So I actually had to go and find more. It was really annoying. So what I ended up doing was I actually did finish digging underground. The access is no longer here because like I said, I want to be able to access it without having to come outside. So the new entrance is actually in here in our mining shaft entrance. Basically, you just come down here and this is a secret entrance that we have. There's a little storage area and stuff. And here you can see the farm. Right now we got the pigs here and the cows there. I left some other rooms here. I think I want to have chickens here and sheep there or vice versa. So let me just point out what's going on. So what happened was I came in here and last week when we were here, we were basically just around here. We came down from up there and I used TNT. You guys may remember I used one TNT to open up like a little hole. So I ended up doing a lot of fighting with creepers, killing creepers and finding a lot more TNT. And I managed to clear out this nice section of land. I did the rest with pickaxe. And after doing that, I brought some of my dirt blocks down here and I made this little staircase to bring the grass down. And after doing all that and putting in these fences and all that stuff, I made like this staircase to bring all the cows down from up there, and same with for the pigs or the one pig that I had left. Plus, I brought another one and started creating more pigs, I guess. So that's my plan now. I don't think I'm going to bring in any more pigs from outside. It just takes so much effort. So I'm just gonna clear up kind of some of this stuff, mainly just to finish this off. I think it's in a good standing. My plan is basically to build one just like this, but on this side for my garden, for my vegetable garden, so that I could start farming wheat, carrots, and potatoes, and possibly other things. For example, once I find pumpkin and watermelon seeds, also do those in this area so that I could easily make food and then bring it over to this side and actually feed them and to make it much easier. Right now I have to actually run upstairs, run outside, and then go to my garden, which is actually pretty small too. So it's really inefficient as of this recording. So I do want to improve this. Also, this is really getting in my way of, going back and forth too. So that's definitely something that's gonna happen. I'll probably this will probably be here for at least one more harvest. I want to get all this, and then it'll end up going down there. So, I also wanted to talk to you guys about a possible idea for a mob trap because as I was fighting those creepers and so on, I was thinking that it was getting quite annoying. Oh, yeah, forgot to put the chest plate. So as I was fighting the creepers, I was thinking it was really annoying having to do like, going out at night and finding creepers and having to hunt them down and kill them, especially since there are so many mob trap designs that I could make, including many that I've done before. Um, and I think we should start doing something like that, start creating some stuff on this land that are more advanced rather than, just putting a couple of walls together and so on. So I think that's what I want to do next in this series is create some sort of mob trap. I want to be able to configure it later. Like right now, what I'm saying is going to be just an idea. I don't know. I have nothing in mind right now, but I'm going to be kind of playing around with some ideas and seeing how what I end up with. But my plan is to make something that's possibly expandable in the future. So, for example, like right now, I want to make it just a like mob area where mobs can spawn, and then they get collected and brought to one point where I could either have them dropped and killed so that I could collect their items, or I can have them damaged just enough so that I could kill them at one hit and collect experience. So one of those two things. I know experience farms aren't that efficient with the current mobs. You'd have to like, it would be better with like a blaze farm or something than another. But again, these are things for the future. So right now, my main thing is just being able to get things like, for example, getting things like gunpowder, because creepers, unlike other mobs, creepers you can't find them in dungeons, dungeons in spawners underground. And as you can see, all I have left from all my work for the last, I think, 2 days or so is 3 gunpowder because I use the rest in TNT. So my goal is to um, make a actual mob trap so that I could do this process much easier, with less hassle and much less damage. Because I actually died actually a bunch of times. I didn't lose anything because I was mainly just fighting them around here. But it did do a lot more. It did do a lot more damage to my experience. As you can see, there's a bunch of holes everywhere. That's all from creepers blowing up and stuff like that. Anyway, so these are my ideas for now. I don't know which one I will start at. I think my main thing I want to do right now is move this farm down stairs into that area. So I'm gonna do that now, and also I'll kind of give you an idea of what I have in mind for the creeper, not creeper, but mob trap in general. But I probably would do this off camera rather than with you guys, and then if I decide that's what I'm gonna go with, then I'll do the building of it on camera, or a major part of the building of it on camera. So that's kind of where I am. I think I'm caught up. Oh, one extra thing I wanted to do, since you guys were there when I found my diamonds, I thought it would only be right that you guys are here when I'm making my first diamond tool. So here I go, making my first diamond tool. I think since it's Minecraft, the tool should be a pickaxe. It's only fair. Plus, uh, this pickaxe would probably make my life a bit more easier, especially with other things like mining for more diamonds, which I'm gonna have to do. But as I told you guys earlier, I do want to save one of my diamonds for as a memory of, our first diamonds that we found. So I decided I'm going to make a item frame and post it. Let's see, what's a good place to put my first diamond? Um, let's put it somewhere. My biggest fear is that some creeper or something's gonna come and blow it up. So for now, I'm gonna put it here. I think I could probably put other things here too. So put that and then that. All right. So that is our first diamond. All right. And I don't plan on ever using it for any tools or anything. So it'll be like a permanent reminder of our effort in our substantial effort in finding those diamonds. For some reason, it was quite tough, much harder than I've ever had to do on a Minecraft game before, but it was worth it. So that here's to that. I probably won't carry this around right now since I don't have any plans for doing actual mining right now. When I am mining, I'm gonna take that with me. But since I have a bunch of iron tools right now, I'm gonna use those up first, and hopefully by then I'll have a few more diamond tools ready, and that way they'll be more disposable, I guess. So as I said, I think I want to start doing my first, not first, but my garden thing here, and it won't be as tall as this, I think, because when I built this, I built it. The height was actually this tall. From this was the ground and this was the roof, but I felt like it was so short that I ended up digging down more, blasting down more, and that's why it's so high now. I never had the intention of making the ceiling so high. It's just this used to be the actual height, and then I just made it bigger. So this will actually not be that tall. It'll be, I think, I think 4 blocks would be decent for now. If I ever have to make any additions to it, I will. But for now, I don't see the reason to make it any bigger than this. If anything, I'll be digging down 1 block and then adding, you know, dirt so that it'll come back up to that same height. So that is my idea. I'm gonna fast forward through this so that you guys can see. I don't have any more TNT and I don't want to bother with the doing a lot more creeper stuff, so I'm gonna try to do this all by pickaxe. Um, if I do run out of time, I'll take uh, I'll start it off small and then I'll expand after. That's probably what I'm gonna do because I want to work on multiple projects at once because I get kind of bored when I'm only doing one thing. That's why every time I start this show, I have multiple things to show you because I don't work on all of them I don't work on all of them in separate steps. I kind of do all of them at once and then they all finish together. So that is what I'm thinking right now. Oh, okay. I thought I didn't have any torches. So that's what I'm gonna do. So most likely my current projects are this garden as well as this garden as well as the mob trap. So I'm looking forward to both of these projects because this garden I want to automate it eventually. So same with the mob trap actually. So both of these will be much more advanced than any of my previous projects. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Um, for one thing, for the garden, the weed is gonna be pretty simple. Something to do with water. Water makes wheat pop out quite quickly, so that's probably what I'll end up doing for the wheat. Uh, and for the mob trap, again, water is going to be a part from which moving the mobs around and everything. But I think I also eventually want to build some sort of mob sorter, so it sorts out the mobs and makes it easier for me to get the type of items that I need rather than, having to sort through them. Because I'm pretty sure going through a bunch, I'll go through a bunch of rotten flesh before I find uh, any gunpowder. So that's the thing. One thing I love about clearing room for these little projects is that I find a lot of resources in the land, especially coal. And I've been grateful for that, especially for the last one here. There was a lot of iron deposits. That's why I've been able to make all these really nice tools with iron, as well as that anvil you saw, which took more than 30 iron ingots. So yeah, it was kind of costly, but I decided, it might be worth it for doing things, keeping things in good order. For example, like I don't want to have to make another golden chest plate, so it's just better to keep repairing this one. And possibly in the future, I want to combine. What is that? I hear skeletons. I think it was something, a skeleton drowning thing, which makes me kind of worried because there might be skeletons above me. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna fast forward through this. I think I've been talking way too much. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I cleared out this area right here. Um, it'll probably be bigger in the end, but I wanted to kind of get an idea of what's going on. So quickly, I'm gonna make a infinite water pool here so that I could have some water. And the reason for that is because I want to kind of test out that plan I had for the plan that I had for the automatic wheat display. So what I want to do is basically like around here, the water will be released. Let's say like that block right there. There will be a piston here. Yeah, here. So basically imagine like a water block there and like a piston here blocking that water. Okay, and basically something like this. I'm kind of just building this off memory. I've built one of these in my server, and let me just check to see what happens. So basically, it should fall and then it should bounce off each other, but then it creates multiple streams, as you saw here, and it pushes it forward. And what I need for it to do is whatever items there are in those areas will be dropped into a little trough here with more water. and collect it in the middle, which I will be able to then receive. The only problem with this is that water travels 7 blocks forward, so I need to make it so that it goes equally 7 blocks forward. And right now, see how it's overflowing overflowing? That's not gonna work for my case right now. So I need to come up with a little different design. So water acts in a certain way, and that's why we're trying to get it to work in the way that we want it to. Water moves forward 7 blocks, so I just want to see how many blocks this water will go. Okay, so let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks forward, which should mean that this is the last block that it's willing to go forward to. Is that the case? And if that is the case, then will I be able to make a stream going this way? To collect the materials. That's what I want to know. So what would ideally happen is I would have things planted here, and then when the water comes down, so let me turn this off and try to explain. So I'd have things planted here, and then I turn on the water, and it comes like that, and it should line off perfectly at 7 blocks because water doesn't travel further than that in Minecraft. And then it should take all of the blocks that are picked up by the water and bring them to the gutter right here. And once they fall in the gutter, this stream of water going this way will push all the blocks to this corner right here, where I could easily just jump in, pick it up, and get out without any having to break these blocks individually. Then I could just turn this off and reseed the soil, and that's about it. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. Uh, it's very crude. There are much more advanced things, but as you can see, I'm working with some limited space right now, and for my situation right now, I think this is good enough. And like I always say, I like improving on my work. So when I uh, further on in the game, I'll improve on this design, make it better, more efficient, or even make it bigger. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the rest off screen. I just kind of wanted to show you what my intentions were. Uh, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, and this will hold a pretty big yield for me in terms of wheat, which I go feed to the cows right in the next room. And here, this remaining space I'm going to use for potatoes and carrots for now, and later on I may automate that too. I'm not sure yet. I'll see. If so, then I'd probably just do the same thing on this side and instead use like half or something. I haven't decided, but basically I'll do all that off camera so that you don't have to bother watching all of this, like all the boring stuff. And we'll see how we are left over at, we'll see how it ends up. So I think that's good for today. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out our other videos. Also, please share with your friends. Until next time, guys, peace.